Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I've got this look for you as a tutorial. This is yellow, green and blue, basically. This color combination actually came in second in a poll I did a while ago, so I decided to do it anyway. I already did the winning combination, obviously. But anyway, yeah, if you want to see more of my tutorials, by the way, you can always subscribe to my channel. I actually do 2 makeup tutorials per week, and then a third video which can either be piercing related, nail related, a vlog or whatever else I can think of. But yeah, for today we have this going on, so let's get started. We're starting off with eyebrows today. I'm going to show you my full face probably, depending on how long the eye look takes me really. But yeah, I'm just going to start off with my eyebrows. Because the look that I'm going to do today, by the way, you probably already saw it in the intro, but anyways. If you remember, a few weeks ago already, I did a poll on what color combination you wanted to see most. The combination that won was yellow, lavender, purple, or yellow, purple, lavender. Well, that combination at any rate. Which I already did, but the one that got the, the one that came in second basically was yellow, blue, green. So I thought I'd just do yellow, blue, green as well now. Just for fun. By the way, I'm just using a pomade on my eyebrows, and I actually recently tinted them, so you could probably tell they were already pretty much there before I even started out. Which is really handy, and I'm actually contemplating trying out one of those temporary eyebrow tattoos you can do yourself. If I can find one in the correct color, that is. Just because it really does help when there's already like that whole shadow behind the eyebrow before you even start filling it in. It just goes so much quicker because you really only have to fine tune it. Rather than just, you know, completely fill them in. The better your eyebrows look on their own, the easier they're to fill in. They are to fill in. Yeah. But yeah, just fill your eyebrows in however you want, and then we can commence with the eye look. And of course I managed to forget putting in my earrings. I literally put them on top of the makeup. But then I took the eyebrow stuff from a drawer, so I completely forgot to actually put in the earrings. At least I remembered at the beginning of the tutorial and not somewhere at the end. Anyway, I'm just going to prime my eyelids now for the eyeshadows. And because I want to do bold, bright, colorful colors, I'm going to use white. This is the NYX Lid Lingerie, blah. In Bed to the Bone. As always, of course, you don't need to use the exact same stuff that I use. But nevertheless, I will put a list of everything I've used below the video in the description. I actually was recently at a NYX store and realized they don't actually sell this anymore, it seems. They do have another white primer now in a jar. So, considering I'm thus far happy with all the 3 NYX primers I ever tried, I am actually planning on when this runs out, which probably will be sometime soon, to actually try out the white primer in a jar. Because white primers are in fact great for anything that you really want to be bright and colorful. Okay, that's on there. I'm just going to switch batteries real quick on my camera and pull you up a little bit closer so we can start on the eyeshadows. First off, I'm going to start with the transition shades. And because we're blending not to skin color but to blue, but to white, we can easily use a pale blue, is my point. Just to make sure that, you know, the other colors will blend more easily, but I don't want any contamination of like non-bright colors. I really want this to be a bright and bold look, so I don't want to use natural shades. I really want to stick to rainbowy stuff. So basically I'm just going to pack this on. This is, by the way, the NYX Ultimate Shadow palette. You don't need to specifically use this palette. There's also good palettes by Sleek, by Morphe, Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Lots of brands these days luckily sell very bright palettes. The only downside is that a lot of them, like this one, don't actually have a nude brow bone color. So I'm using this one by KIKO instead, because I do want a natural brow bone highlight. But yeah, I'm just blending this one up almost to my eyebrow. Just have a nice base there. We're gonna add more, so don't worry about it being too pale to actually define the crease a lot. It's not supposed to, it's just supposed to exist. And then as soon as that color exists enough, we're going to move on to the next color, which is actually going to define. This is sort of hard color to describe. If you hold it next to blue, then it's turquoise, but if you hold it next to turquoise, then it looks blue. It's just one of those colors. It actually reminds me, like, it's the exact same color as Essence Let's Get Lost. Who remembers it still, the nail polish? I used to love it. It used to be my favorite. It still actually is one of my favorites. I have it in like different incarnations of Essence nail polishes, like the really old. I don't know. I don't even remember how they were called. The Color and Go line, I think. And then there was the gel polish line. And then one before that in a different jar, in a smaller jar. Anyway, yeah, a very nice, beautiful color, which I still adore. But yeah, it's just going to go into the crease and then I'm just going to blend it together with the transition shade we applied earlier. And I'm doing it all with a slightly smaller blending brush, with a more dense one, so whatever color you pick up with this is just going to be very much there. This is the Tulip Crease brush by xoBeauty, by the way. Be careful with it, because as soon as you pick up a color with this, it's going to be there and it's going to be obviously there. Then time for a little bit of a inner corner highlight, and this time I'm actually really going to stick out to the inner corner. And almost stabbing myself in the contact lens apparently. Anyway. But yeah, normally when I say inner corner highlight I end up going to like halfway. This time I'm really going to make sure to stick to the actual inner corner. And just make a nice circle shape there, no weird bumps and turns in it. And then just blend it out. Do make sure to also on the eyelid blend it out, because there's already some powder on the primer that's there. And if you don't blend it properly, then you're just going to see a slight difference of intensity in eyeshadows we're going to apply later if you're unlucky. That inner corner we just made is going to be a yellow, by the way. And also I should mention, like right now, because I'm going to blend it out towards green and blue anyway, it doesn't really matter. But if you really want a purely yellow cut crease with a blue actual crease, like if you really want this part to be only yellow, I do recommend to either use a eyeshadow base that's like completely 100% opaque, or to just remove the blue where you don't want it to be. Because as you can tell, you know, the yellow sort of gets contaminated by the blue at this point. Which for me is actually good, because I'm trying to blend it together. But if you're going to do a full cut crease with bright colors, or any color really, just make sure you don't get color contamination. Because if that's not the look you're going for, then it might ruin your look. Anyway, for the outer corner I'm just going to use a green that's almost the same color as the yellow I just used. And I'm using it on a more fluffy brush, or at least in my case it's the same brush, but you need a slightly more fluffy flat shadow brush for this. Just apply it a little bit more softly and to be able to also blend it out to the crease immediately. This doesn't really look completely spot on green, it looks like more of a continuation of the yellow but in a slightly more greenish tone. But I'm going to do the true green in this look at the bottom eyelid. This is just going to tie it all together. Ow! Okay, I got it open. My teeth hurt. I'm going to do a brow bone highlight. And then, like in pretty much every tutorial I do, I'm just going to blend it together with the big fluffy blender without any extra product on it. Green is on there, not looking especially green, but like I said, we're going to continue on it later underneath the eye. For now, I'm just going to do an eyeliner and then I'm going to do my face. I think I'm actually going to do foundation, concealer, powder off camera real quick, just because I feel like this tutorial is, like a lot of my tutorials lately, going to be 12 hours long otherwise. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to do the eyeliner and then we'll make a little bit of a time jump. Okay, the face is on there, and you know, some days everything just goes smoothly and other days you try to use a concealer that's mostly dried out and almost empty and then it doesn't blend and then I have to like really scrub over it with the beauty sponge, reapply some foundation and then it looks so cakey and dry that I just ended up using a brush instead of the blender for powder. let's just say the result looks decent, but you don't want to know the process. Anyway, I just agreed to go grocery shopping in 5 minutes. So I'm just going to quickly finish up my eyes and leave the rest as is and then come back later to finish it off. So we're going to focus on the under eyelid first. At any rate, I'm going for a smoky green result here. So I'm starting off with green on a tiny fluffy blender. And basically, considering there's no primer beneath this, but just powder, I'm really packing it on, because otherwise it's just not going to be as intense. And then with the paler green shade on the big fluffy blender, I'm just going to blend it out. And then I'm just filling in the waterline with a turquoise pencil. If you have a green pencil, eye pencil that is, I do recommend it, but I don't have one, so I'm using turquoise instead. And because I'm sort of in a pinch for time, I'm just going to do something I normally don't do. I'm just going to toss on a little bit of mascara before actually finishing off the eyes. Because I need to leave the house now for a moment and I don't want to look like I have weirdly pale eyelashes compared to my eyeliner. Okay, we're back. We went by car because it was not really raining but drizzling outside, and I was like, I can't have my face rain off while I'm not even done with it yet. I'll just do a very quick shopping haul. First off, I actually ended up buying chocolate Easter eggs because they already have Easter eggs again, and I just love those so much. It's a 1 kilo bag and they have fillings in them and all. It's so nice. At the same store, Kruidvat to be precise, I also bought the Freeman Revitalizing peel-off gel mask with pomegranate seeds, judged by the image on it. Really love this stuff, and my old bottle was empty, so I needed a new one. I also bought a spare one of the Epic Ink Liner by NYX, the one with like the gold packaging. That was a limited edition packaging, but the eyeliner is the same, so I bought it in black, but I also bought it in brown, because my other brown eyeliner is like 5 different types of empty and dried out, and I'm pretty sure I've had it since high school, so I probably shouldn't even be using it anymore. Also, they gave me a sample of Clinique Idea, which is also against lines and wrinkles. I'm not sure if I should be thankful for it or feel kind of like, yeah, piss off. Lines and wrinkles, seriously. Anyway. And I also bought DVDs of Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3. I already had the first one, and now that I've finally gotten around to watching Avengers Endgame actually on DVD, I sort of also want all the other DVDs with Iron Man in it, because he's my favorite character. So I ended up buying these too, and now I need to make more space for DVDs, because I literally can't stuff them anywhere. I'm gonna need to tidy up this place. But anyway, we're back. So I think now we're at this distance anyway. I'm just going to finish off my face makeup first. So considering I already went outside with this, you can already tell that I didn't do a full coverage base. And I also have very pale concealer underneath my eyes. So I'm literally just going over it very, very gently, because I really don't need a lot of face stuff at this point. Like, this much really is enough. And the same thing goes for the blush. I'm keeping it very mild with a soft pink, old pink, vintage rose. A natural pinkish shade is the point. Also, I just realized randomly that I didn't actually tell you what lipstick I put on. Like, I wasn't planning on it, but last minute I realized I sort of looked lipless. So I tossed on a lipstick before leaving the house. This is allegedly by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. It's a warm kind of, well, you can see what it looks like. A warm kind of dark nude shade. Think before talk. Yeah. Which is matte, which also fits nicely with the eye look. However, we are going to add a little bit of shimmer. Earring, what have you done to yourself? By adding a highlighter. This is the Unicorn Heart Highlighter by Our Heart Makeup. And I think I'm mainly going to go for the green and the yellow shade. So I'm literally just going over it with the brush like this and applying it on my cheekbone. And a little bit, well, the entire outer C really. For some reason you can always see it better on this cheek. It's really, really blinding. I really love it. And I'm also going to apply a little in my inner corner. Depending on what highlighter you use, you can always use more. But for this one, this is quite enough. And whatever's left is going on my nose, chin, and a little bit above my upper lip. Like so. And then we're going back to the eyes. I think I'm going to apply the Hero by xoBeauty, which look like this. You'll see it on my eyeball in a moment. I'm not sure if these are actually the hero because they're not actually sorted anymore in the combination packaging of the lashes that I got. But I'll look it up to be sure before I put it below the video description. No matter what I do, no matter what I try, this eye always gets a contact lens full of eyelash glue. But anyway, the top lashes already have mascara. I'm just applying a little bit on the bottom now. This is the Epic Ink by NYX, which currently, well, it's a nice mascara, but also it's currently the only mascara I have that isn't nearly empty. So there's that. But yeah, that step done means that we're actually pretty much completely done. I'm just going to apply one more layer of the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray, which I decided to use because I still have this one too and I barely ever use it. But anyway, and after that it's time for the whole show part. That brings us to the final result and to the end of a very random tutorial with a random shopping haul thing between it, and that's just how life goes sometimes. At any rate, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please click the like button, it would really help me out. And for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and I hope to see you next time. Bye!